Alright, boys, we are here with Prizm full case numero dos, number 2. Teamless on the left, over at camera's upper right hand corner. Obviously, for anybody that doesn't know Prizm, the case is like gigantic. It's like the biggest case you could possibly get. It's kind of ridiculous. It's a little heavy because there's a lot of cards. It's the same for football and basketball, to be honest, because all of the boxes have 144 cards. It's kind of like the flagship product for Panini, but not the flagship product for Panini, because that's really Dunruss. And then obviously Dunruss Optic's supposed to be like the equal to Chrome. I mean, I don't think it is. Oh, this must be. Oh boy, must got one of them backyard break boxes, the upside down box. I was gonna say, I'm gonna put this one to the side. We're opening it first. So I was gonna see we'll see if it's something special in there. Probably not actually a good box. Just somebody literally threw it in there upside down. But I was gonna say we'll see what it is. The upside down box. We'll put that one to the side. Open her. We'll open her first. They also packed them like so tight it's hard to get the bottom boxes out. I might have to actually tilt the case here. I will say they do stack nicely. Empty case. Let me give you a bin to put all these cards in. And then we shall get rolling. All right. Very fitting box. Has Cal Ripken Jr. on it. Well, we got my boy Cal Ripken Jr. here. Charm City, Ben Baller to the card. Doing a nice job on all 12 of the boxes. Good luck to everybody in the break. We'll get rolling here. Like I said, teamless on the left, over at camera, up right hand corner. And this was the box that was upside down. We'll see if it's special. Or if it was just, I mean, I'm sure it's just somebody flipped it upside down by accident. But we'll see if it's a special box here. Well, it's definitely not a hot box per se. In the sense of it does not have the hot box purples in it. Get rolling here. I actually really like this product this year. I know I talked about it a lot. It's just vets and prospects. Let's see. We're gonna have Gil McDougall, Locklear, Alomar, JT Ginn, Mayer, Barger, Fabian, Fielder, Greg Maddox. We're gonna have a red Al Kaline to the Detroit Tigers on the 163 out of 199 on the red. It's going to go to Patrick Seidel and the Tigers. Crawford. Reggie Crawford on the cracked ice. Gavin Williams, Ken Griffey Jr., Jake Bennett, J.R. Ritchie, Bradley, Salmon, Carlton, Miller, Pesky, Mays. Eddie Murray. We have the Red Wave non-numbered Ellie De La Cruz for the Reds. It's going to go to Ward Wilbanks. See, essentially all of there's a bunch of red waves in here, and they're like the part of the Prizms, but they're not numbered. We're going to have Babe Ruth on the pot of gold. You have Alcantara Acuna. Julian, Ken Griffey Jr., Frelick, Romo, Baines, Jim Rice, Gillick. Noah Schultz for the White Sox on the blue. It's going to be 146 out of 149. Going on Brian Ward and the White Sox. Yeah, Phil Nierko, Martinez, Alvarez, Von Rodriguez, Mick Abel, Valera, Martinez, Jackson Merrill, Jerpe, Baerga, Martinez, Tom Seaver. Going to the Nationals, it's going to be James Wood on the potential penmanship. And that's going to be George Myers. On the James Wood. Ken Griffey Jr. second to none. Have Yoshida, Burkholder, Brooks Lee, Cepeda, Mazeroski, Bush, Bill Terry, Warren Spahn. We're going to have PCA on the refractor. Have Bob Feller with the huge leg kick on the 93 out of 99 going to the Guardians. On the purple, and Greg Wisser. Max Wagner. On the Prizm, we have David Ortiz on the Prismatic. Parada, Rafael Palmeiro, Rojas, Weimer, Amador, Williams, Groh, Fred Lynn, Eric Chavez, Willie McCovey. We have Michael Bush on the refractor going to the Dodgers, and Greg Wisser. Is the last team taken, so some closer's luck for Greg there. I have Future Supers PCA, Elijah Green, Murphy, Gilbert, Gonzalez, Lawler, Oliva, De Los Santos, Konerko, David Ortiz, Tamar Johnson on the red for the Pirates. It's 79 out of 199. Go to Greg. Pete Rose on the cracked ice. Prismatic on the Alvarez, Carter, Brock, Piazza, Colson, Montgomery. York, Barrera. Posey, K-Line, Vaughn. Evan Carter on the refractor. We're going to have the Red Wave, Tom Glavine for the Braves. And then we're going to have Grayson Rodriguez on the Future Supers. He actually has an autograph for the Orioles in Topps Chrome. Once all the Topps Chrome breaks fill for tonight, I don't know if the fourth one will fill, but once the first three fill, I'll get a schedule for what time I'm going to break everything tomorrow. We have Lawrence Butler, Gavin Williams, PCA, Max Wagner, Mason Wynn, only because a few people have asked me already. Wizenhut, Maglio Ordonez, Wynn, Ford, Tom Glavine on the blue for the Braves, and Brandon Moore. That's going to be 75 out of 149 on the Glavine. We have Mason Wynn for the Cardinals. Mayer, Schuster, Melton, Hancock, Brett, Sagano, Melendez, Tiendeman, Crawford, Kiner, and Herman. We have Angel Martinez on the autograph going to the Cleveland Guardians, and Greg Wisser. Him up on the board for Bob Veller. The Soderstrom, Rodriguez, Ellie De La Cruz, House, Veen, Mead, Leiter, Ripken, Tomei, Craig Biggio, Evan Carter on the purple going to the Rangers. 33 out of 99. It's going to Greg. I have James Wood, Clemens, Espino, Davis, White, Gracefo, Crawford, Churio, Jones, Edmonds, Garcia Parra, Vizquel, Jace Jung on the Future Supers, and Ichiro. It's going to be the first box. Was not the super box I thought it might be for being upside down. But that's okay. Let's get into box number 2. How's everybody's Tuesday been? Hope it's been pretty good. Molitor, Smith, Walker, Montgomery, York, Barrera, Posey, Killebrew, Lefty Williams, Hack, Wilson. We're going to have the Red Wave, Harm, Killebrew. We have Rodriguez, Perez, Wallace, Jet Williams, Wagner, Wynn, Wizenhut, Bly-Levin, Sheets, Ventura. We got Bobby Witt Jr. rookie card for the Royals, 28 out of 50. The only rookie in the whole set on the Blue Wave. And that's going to Ward Wilbanks. I wonder if Bobby Witt Jr. has some sort of like exclusive deal with Panini. We have Vladimir Guerrero. It doesn't make sense that his rookie card's in this though either. We have Churio, Walter Ford, Flores, Soderstrom, Kai Bush, Sagano, Melendez, Tiendeman, Bunning, Duke Snyder, Buck Leonard. We have Kyle Manzardo on the signatures going to the Rays and Ward. Nice auto hit here. Have Tink, Hens, Ward, Johnson, Hunter, Veen, Mead, Leiter, Ripken, David Cone, Tinker on the refractor, Kumar Rocker on the red, 17 out of 199 for the Rangers. Fortunately, I believe he had Tommy John this year, right? Then he threw a UCL injury. JT Ginn, Jace Jung, Cross, Ichiro, and Robin Yount. I have Gracefo, Crawford, Churio, Morgan, Wayner, Sutter, Lombardi, second to none, Cal Ripken on the refractor, Larry Walker, Graham, Geloff, Marte, Barry, Mayer, Barger, Fabian, Luis Gonzalez, Mark McGuire. We have Lawrence Butler on the blue, 144 out of 149. The cracked ice, Maglio Ordonez, and Mark McGuire in the second to none. Smith Sauver, Hunter Brown, Cole Young, Bradley, Salmon, Carlton, Miller, Lemon, Herzog, Yoshida on the refractor. Noelvi Marte on the red wave. We're going to go to the prismatic Francisco Alvarez. Angel Martinez, Ferris, Leiter, Fat, Frit, Fisk, Norby, Scaron, Farrell, Fisk. We have Bob Lemon on the red going to the Guardians on the 34 out of 199. We have Moose, Scaron, Rivera, Cartaya, Madden, Capay, Crawford, Snelling, Thorpe, Puckett, Lopez, Tim Wakefield, Rod Carew. Behind Carew is going to be Brooks Lee for the Minnesota Twins on the red wave. Nice hit for the Twins and Brian Ward. Jackson Holiday, Tidwell, Guerrero, LaJoey, Artiga, Colas, Blyes, Tuman, Jack Morris, Burkholter. We have Chuck Klein on the blue. Going to be a 46 out of 149 on the Chuck Klein. Going to the Philadelphia. Ooh, I gotta see if that's the Athletics or the Phillies. To look him up, I was gonna say I think it goes to the Phillies, but it could be the Athletics. I'll have to look him up afterwards. We have New York, Whitey Ford, McAble, Zach Neto, Kumar Rocker, Gentry, Larkin, Mayo, Tinkens, Glavin, Boudreaux, Biggio, and Joe Torre. I have the purple Everson Pereira. And that's going to be a 63 out of 99 going to the New York Yankees and Michael Weiss. We have Jacob Berry, Vera, Ford. Jace Jung with Palette, Lawler, Oliva, De Los Santos, Marshall, Hack Wilson, Lefty Williams, Junior Caminero. This is going to be a 70 out of 99 on the Lefty Williams going to the White Sox. On the purple. Let's see. Caminero has flown up the ranks in the minors, and David Ortiz on the fireworks, the last card of that box. I believe he does sign in Prizm. I'm like 95% sure. So you guys see that Arch Manning signed an exclusive deal with Panini We have Fad, Carlton Fisk, Norby, Boudreaux, Biggio, Cam Collier on the green scopes. 37 out of 75 going to the Reds. And Ward Wilbanks. I have the cracked ice Herald. I shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Baines. We have Wade Boggs, Griffey Jr., Bennett, Ritchie, Tuman, Snelling, Drew Thorpe, Puckett, Hack Wilson, Glavin, Tim Salmon on the refractor. The Red Wave, Amador, Lawler, Alcantar, Acuna, and Julian. Have Artiga, Colas, Blyes, Killebrew, Lefty Williams, Juan Archibald. Have Marcelo Mayer on the 155 out of 199. Going to the Red Sox. And Greg Wisser. I have Martinez. I have Sagano. Alvarez, Rodriguez, Abel, Valera, Larkin, Mayo, Tinkens, Belevin, Sheets, Ventura. We have a big hit here. 9 out of 75 on the green scopes. Jackson Holiday. Going to the Orioles and Ward Wilbanks. There's a big one. Yeah, Brooksley on the pot of gold. I think there's going to be a redemption here, too. We got Rojas, Yoshida, Brooksley, Posey, Lawler, Oliva, De Los Santos, Buck Leonard, Valera on the refractor, Rod Carew, 86 out of 149. I think that Arch Mannings doesn't have the arm to play. I mean, I could be wrong. Let's go into the Twins. You got Joe Torre on the Prizm, Tome, Prelip, Parada, Palmero, Montgomery, York, Barrera, Lombardi, Cone, Bunning, Duke Snyder. Not a redemption, but it is a cracked ice Mason win. When I guess the cracked ice are not numbered on the potential penmanship, and that's going to the Cardinals and Brian Ward. The second to none, Willie Stargell. Elijah Green, Owen Murphy, Drew Gilbert, Gonzalez, Rivera, Gilliam, Rushing, Soriano, Coleman, Jack Morris on the orange wave for the Tigers. Nice little color match there on the 35 out of 50. Patrick Seidel. We have Wisenhunt on the cracked ice. McGuire, Carter, Brock, Piazza, Schultz, Smoltz. Schultz and Schmaltz. We have Thompson, Caminero, LaRussa, Willie Mays, Kevin Alcantara. We have Hunter Brown for the Astros on the red wave. And then we're going to have Greg Maddux, Lawrence Butler, Williams, and PCA. Which P. Crow Armstrong is the only guy I think to receive, what do you have, an 80 in defense in the minors in like a long ass time. He's gonna be nasty when he eventually comes up for the Cubs. We have Colton Cowser, Gonzalez, Harrison, Andrew Jones, Boggs, Jim Palmer. Then we got Babe Ruth on the red, 95 out of 199. Going to the Yankees and Michael Weiss. We have Owen Murphy, Yoshida, Schuster, Melton, Hancock, Brett, Goslin, Drew Jones, Sandberg, Scarron, Farrell, Frankie Frisk, Caden Wallace going to the Royals, and Bradley Ross on the cracked ice. One of the top guys in the Royals organization. Nice cracked ice there. Zach Veen, Espino, Davis, Owen White. If you ever need to find another break group, I was going to say, or I don't have something you guys want to see and you're looking for somebody else, Brad runs underground case breaks, and I wallet vouch for him to not steal your cards or fuck them up. I mean, UPS or USPS might fuck him up, but he won't. We have Jordan Walker, McRae, Ramos, Joe Torre, Jack Morris, Javier Lopez, Tim Wakefield. We got Frank Thomas on the refractor, Frank Thomas on the base, McDougald, Locklear, Alomar, Ginn, Rodriguez, Ellie De La Cruz, Brady House, Rafaela, Dawson, Savala, Arias, Carew, David Wells, Jake Bennett on the blue. He also was opening an LCS in I believe the southeastern part of Chicago suburbs. 116 out of 149. So if you're in that area and you don't have an LCS near you, I say that'd be the guy to hit up. Going to the Nationals. Grayson Rodriguez on the Prizm, and then Chipper Jones on the pot of gold. I don't know what's in that area. I'm not familiar with it at all, but I believe he mentioned he lives in the southeast because he said he has to go all the way around the city to go to the National if he wanted to, or through the city, which would imply he lives on the opposite side of the city. But maybe I read into that too. But maybe I read into that wrong. I mean, there's apparently one hot box per case, so we're going to get a box that has all the purples in it. Anybody curious what's going on with the Topps Chrome? Once I figure out how many breaks are filled, I'll set a schedule for when I'm going to run each of them tomorrow. All four of the pre-fills, I'm going to try to run them before dinner time tomorrow, so pretty much going to run them during the day. It's just a matter of I need to know how many's filled. If only 3 of them are filled, it's going to change the times compared to if all 4 of them fill, or if 1 of them fill, or 2 of them fill. I'm going to put them out tomorrow. I don't want to put them out and you guys committing Topps completely undercuts what the current market price is or something like that. That's all. I don't want to do that and then you guys be like, I've had too many people in the past back out of boxes. So I'm just waiting to see what Topps puts their boxes at. We have Chase DeLauder, Cade Horton, Savala, Prelip, Lesko, Dominguez, Martinez, or Ordonez, early win. We have Pedro Martinez on the blue. 131 out of 149. Yeah, this is the only break for tonight. I wouldn't be able to break the other stuff until midnight. And I'd have to be midnight on the West Coast. 131 out of 149, and I'm not staying up till 3 in the morning to break cards. I like you guys a lot, but not that much. Let's just say we have Ken Griffey Jr. on the cracked ice. Nolan Ryan, Ben Joyce. Ryan again, McGarry, Klein, Stone, Sam Rice, Rodriguez, Ralph Kiner, Babe Herman, Harry Walker. We got Harry Ford on the red wave. On top of, like, no one's going to be awake. Like, be running a break talking to the wall. James Wood on the fireworks. I have Juan Gonzalez, How You Lee, Babe Ruth, Warming Bernabel, Manzardo, Murphy, Vizquel, Jim Thome, Sam Crawford, Vaquero on the purple. I did. I was going to say 65 out of 99. I have 4 cases of them. $65 out of 99 on the Vaquero going to the Nationals. We're going to have Torrey Hunter, Cal Ripken, Ferris, Leiter, Salas, Ramirez, Pereira, Frank Thomas, Mizarowski, Jones, Edmonds, Garcia Parra. We're going to have a Cam Collier on the signatures going to the Reds and Ward Wilbanks. I mean, Mario, I'm just speaking the truth. Like, I would stay up and do it, but I mean, who's staying up with me? You? I was gonna say, like maybe there'll be 2 West Coast guys, but I'm sure even somebody like Devin Terry goes to bed early. Who's on the West Coast because he runs like a roofing. He owns a roofing company. There's no roofer staying up till midnight. He's gonna be in bed by 9 o'clock his time. So it's just one of those things where I'm running a break by myself because I've done it before. I mean, before I had accounts and I was just buying stuff from other people. I mean, I didn't have anything to lose. We have Ken Griffey Jr., so I'd run stuff at midnight. But according to like everything I signed, it has to be the following day in the continental United States, which would be 3 a.m. Capay, Crawford, Martinez, Pages, Tinker, Johnson, Rodriguez, Greg Maddux, Emerson Hancock, Rafael Furcal. For the Dodgers, 115 out of 199. When I think of Furcal, I think about him being a Brave, but I guess he's a Dodger in this one. We have Bobby Miller, Jordan Walker, LaJoya, Cartaya, Madden, Auer, Gossage, Bridwell, Gillick, Pesky, Mays, Cecil Fielder. We have Kevin Alcantara going to the Cubs. And that's going to go to Christie on the refractor. Nice hit there. Willie Mays for the Giants. McDougall, Locklear, Alomar, Ginn, Mayer, Barger, Fabian, Herzog, Gonzalez, Gill, McDougall. Be an 85 out of 199. I mean, I think most people are in that same boat, Ward. I'll just say we got Jeff Bagwell on the cracked ice. Fat, Ken Griffey Jr., Bennett, J.R. Ritchie, Bradley, Salmon, Carlton, and Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller throws absolute gas. Very hard throwing pitcher. We have Lopez, Bob Lemon, George Brett. We have Cool Papa Bell on the Red Wave. Rodriguez, Alcantara, Acuna, Julian, Griffey Jr., Frelick, Romo, Simmons, Matt Williams, Doby. Jackson Jove for the Tigers on the blue. The 55 out of 149. I think he's going to come back and be nasty for the Tigers. We have Zach Veen on the parallel and Rodriguez. Alvarez, Rodriguez, Abel, Valera, Martinez, Merrill, Jerpe, Nierko, Cam, Newhouser. For the Braves, we have J.R. Ritchie. It's going to go to Brandon Moore. Second to none, Marshall, Yoshida, Burkholder, Lee, Cepeda, Mazeroski, Bush, Terry, David Ortiz, Refractor Juan Marshall, Jackson Holiday on the red going to the Orioles. It's going to be a 90 out of 199. We got James Wood. Ivan Rodriguez, Parada, Palmero, Rojas, Weimer, Amador, Williams, Ford, Kaline, Vaughn, Konerko, Randy Johnson, and Bobby Miller. Box number 5. anybody that's not familiar or hasn't just been looking on the group page for whatever reason, there is 4 cases of pre-fill up. The first random obviously filled. There is 2 pick your teams up that have a few teams left. One's for a hobby case, the other one's for a jumbo case, and there is a random hobby case up as well. We snap filled that other one in like 17 minutes. I figured with it dropping a little bit later, it'd be a little bit slower, but I expected it to be filled a little bit more before I started breaking this, but it's okay. We have Justin Crawford, Martinez, Ferris, Kirby Puckett, Fat, Carlton Fisk, Maddox, Jones, Jim Edmonds. We got Richie Ashburn for the Phillies, 181 out of 199 on the color match. Going to Mike McGarity. We have Carlton Fisk, Wade Boggs, LaJoya, Cartaya, Madden, Capay, Schultz, Snelling, Thorpe, Pesky, Williams, Cecil Fielder. For the Rangers, we have Evan Carter. That's going to Greg Wisser and the Rangers. Nice Evan Carter. He was tearing up the minor leagues earlier in the year. We have Lawler, Tidwell, Guerrero, Hunter, Artiga, Colas, Blyes, and Tuman. Gillick, Tim Wakefield on the refractor, Buster Posey for the Giants on the 140 out of 199 on the red. Going to Brian Ward. We have Everson Pereira, Sagano, Neto, Rocker, Gentry, Larkin, Mayo, Hentz, Martinez, Seaver, Baines, Jim Rice, a really nice Emmanuel Rodriguez red wave going to the Twins, and Brian Ward. Remember this name, boys. I was going to say, if you don't know about Erod yet, he's going to be an absolute monster. Brooks Lee. Yeah, Vera. Harry Ford, Jung, Pallett, Lawler, Oliva, Santos, Spahn, Barrega, Whitey Ford on the 77 out of 99. Purple going to Michael Weiss and the Yankees. The cracked ice Yoshida. Jim Tomei, Molitor, Smith, Walker, Wisenhut, Montgomery, York, Posey, Chavez, McCovey, Kyle Manzardo, Tucker Tuman. On the red wave, then we're going to have Willie Stargell. Got Perez, Wallace, Jet Williams, Tiendeman, Wagner, Wynn, Aparicio, Bro, Fred Lynn, Sterling Thompson. Going to be a 111 out of 199 for the Rockies. Going to Blake Beneke. Rod Carew, PCA, Walter Ford, Flores, Soderstrom, Kai Bush, Barrera, Sagano, Melendez, Brooks, Robinson, and Dave Bancroft. Mario Soto, got Ty Madden for the Tigers. Going to Patrick Seidel. On the potential penmanship. Brandon Fad, Yount, Wood, Johnson, Veen, Mead, Leiter, Ripken, Zimmerman, Alcantara. On the refractor, Marcelo Mayer on the 51 out of 75 green scope. One of the Red Sox and Greg Wisser. Pat Gillick, Rodriguez, Jacob Berry, Cross, Ichiro, Gracefo, Crawford, Churio, Morneau, Dewar, Musina, David Wells, Marichal, and Rodriguez. Got Cole Young, Graham, Geloff, Marte, Mayer, Barger, Fabian, Furcal, Joe Carter, Paul Molitor for the Brewers on the red. It's going to be a 186 out of 199 for the Brew Crew and Ward. cracked ice, John Schmaltz. Marshall, Hassel, Sauver, Brown, Romo, Bradley, Salmon, Carlton, Matthews, Williams, Javi Lopez, Moose Scarant, and Ivan Rodriguez on the Prismatic. Box number 5. Number 6 will put us halfway through the break here. Okay, let's go. There we go. Okay, so we got Lou Brock, Piazza, Elijah Green, Edgar Martinez, Weimer, Amador, Ashburn, Myers, Henderson, Mark Grace, Brandon Fett. Going to the Diamondbacks on the signatures, and that's going to be Robbie Coleman. Cal Ripken, Alcantara, Acuna, Julian, Ken Griffey Jr., Chandler, Eddie Murray, Moore, Torre, Jack Morris, Jim Gilliam on the blue. 49 out of 149. Rojas on the cracked ice, Harry Ford. Vaughn Rodriguez, Abel, Valera, Rushing, Walker, Priester, Holiday, Boudreau, Biggio, Mizarowski, Judd Fabian on the red wave. I think he's going to be traded from the Orioles farm system soon for some pitching. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. We got Pete Rose, Lawrence Butler, Williams, PCA, Carter, Rodriguez, Lesko, and Jason Dominguez. Bob Feller, Cool Papa Bell, Babe Herman. That'll be a 94 out of 149 on the blue, going to the Dodgers. Played for the Brooklyn Dodgers back in the day. Maybe, Jamie, I was going to say we have Jim Tomei on the Atomic, Ken Griffey Jr., Melton, Hancock, Brett, Murphy, Klein, Stone, Rice, Soriano, George Valera. We got James Wood on the red wave. Let's see. We have Jordan Walker. I mean, we'll see what PayPal says. I was going to say. My goal is not just to get refunded on PayPal. I'm actually going to call them tomorrow to see if I can get them completely banned from PayPal. We have Ellie De La Cruz, Brady House, Schuster, Mizarowski, Warming Bernabel, Manzardo, Palmer, LaRussa, Willie Mays, Emmanuel Rodriguez on the purple, 46 out of 99. Because I would assume that some of the stuff he said is not okay for PayPal to for customers to say, and I don't think PayPal will like it. So we'll see what happens. We have Tony Oliva, Willie Mays, Espino. You shouldn't call someone to see you next Tuesday because a lot of people don't like that word. We got Owen White, Rodriguez, Pereira, Frank Thomas, Frisk, Jones, Wade Boggs, and another Kyle Manzardo autograph going to the Rays. If you're going to double up on an auto and a break, a Manzardo is not a bad one to double up on. It's going to Ward. Capay, Locklear, Alomar, Ginn, Bridwell, Pages, Tinker, Johnson, and Rick Farrell. Jack Morris. We have Rick Farrell again for Washington. 83 out of 199. Pretty sure he's Cleveland, but I gotta double check. Was he? He didn't have a numbered. Was it base or was it one of these? Next time he pops up in the base list, I'll look. I was gonna say we got Rick Farrell. We have Tamar Johnson, Henderson, Bennett, Ritchie, McDougall, Hughes, Auer, Gossage, Lopez, Wakefield, Caruso, Garon. I have Rodriguez, Gossage, Job, Rose, Bagwell, Jerpe, Griffey Jr., Fralick, Hunter, Stargell, and Lobert. Because I want to say that he's definitely a Cleveland Guardian, but I mean, Mike Piazza's a Mets in the base, and then he's for the. This is Masataka Yoshida, 12 out of 149 on the red for the Red Sox. But then in the manga, he's for the Dodgers. So is he for the Phillies in this? I was gonna say, but he might change in like one of the inserts. That's why I was asking. That's why I was like, let me see what the base is. We have Catfish Hunter, Bobby Miller, Gold, Susac, Collier, Vaquero, Bill Terry, Martinez, Merrill, Jenkins, Fingers, Trammell. We got Dale Murphy on the 19 out of 99 on the purple. Dale Murphy's one of the best signatures, but his signatures are all over the place. Going to Brandon Moore and the Braves. I have Nolan Ryan, Owen Murphy, Gilbert, Gonzalez, Williams, Cepeda, Mazeroski, Bush, Witt Jr., Bernabel, Gavin Stone on the red, 96 out of 199. Okay, then he's a Phillies in this, Greg. I was going to say. We have Brooks Lee and James Wood. I just know what the manga with the Piazza that burned me, so I'm not gonna. That's why I didn't say anything. It didn't actually burn me. It's not like I sent the card to the wrong person. Just yeah, I'm shipping base for this. I mean, if you want your base, if you don't want your base, I'll throw it in the garbage. Probably, to be honest, I normally don't throw base cards in the garbage, but I don't know if the base cards. Honestly, the base cards might be worth something just because it's like a weird set. Like, long term, they might be worth something. But no, this is one of the ones where, I mean, pretty much I've gone to all card ship unless it's Bowman. Then there's a paper base. I mean, it's always been that way unless somebody doesn't want their base. And that's really up to them. We have Jackson Joe, Pete Rose, Bagwell, Gossage, Bridwell, Pages, Wayner, Sutter, Lombardi, Robin Yount. 66 out of 99 on the purple. One of the Brewers. Jackson, Job, Posey, Gold. Susick, Collier, Vaquero, Moore, Hughes, Auer, Gonzalez, Mark McGuire, Joe Morgan. Got Eric Chavez for the Oakland Athletics on the cracked ice. Going to Rene. Former third baseman for the club. I think he played some first base too here. Kyle Harrison. Have Murphy. Gilbert, Gonzalez, Priester, Holiday, Chandler, Murray, Herzog. Pallet, Paul Wainer. On the red, that's going to be a 17 out of 199. The Pirates. Brooks Lee, we have Bobby Witt Jr., Brock, Piazza, Green, Gilliam, Rushing, Walker, Williams, Doby, Lopez, and Bob Lemon. Gonna have Bill Lee for the Red Sox on the purple. It's gonna be out of 99. There's a James Wood autograph. I believe it was a base. 58 out of 99 to be exact for the Red Sox and Greg Wisser. We have Zach Veen, Butler, Williams, PCA, Carter, Thompson, Caminero, Rivera, Newhouser, Simmons. We have Jerpe on the blue going to the Cardinals. 31 out of 149. Burkhalter, Mays, Melton, Hancock, Brett, Gonzalez, Schultz, Miller, Schmaltz, Yerko, Cam, Kiner, Cecil Fielder on the Red Wave, and Mariano Rivera on the Prismatic. Kai Bush, Perez, Wallace, Amador, Williams, Cepeda, Glavin, Bedreau, Craig Biggio, color match 17 out of 199, Yoshida. The Red Sox. Tim Wakefield, Pete Rose, Catfish Hunter, Ford, Flores, Soderstrom, Dominguez, Martinez, Weimer, Williams, Marischal, and Hack Wilson. Got Joey Weimer on the refractor. The Brewers. And Ward. Evan Carter, Yount, Wood, Johnson, Stone. Sam Rice, Rodriguez, Lesko, Killebrew, Babe Herman. We have Sedane Rafaela for the Red Sox on the red. That's going to go to Greg on the 22 out of 199. The Red Sox are having a nice little break here. I have Roderick Arias, Tiendeman, Barry, Cross, Ichiro, Manzardo, Dale Murphy, Klein, Bly-Levin, Sheets, Ventura, and we have a manga George Brett going to Brad Ross. And the Royals. We have Nieto on the refractor and Nieto on the base. We got Cole Young, Graham, Geloff, Marte, Thomas, Mizarowski, Warren Bernabel, Duke Snyder, Buck Leonard, Zach Geloff on the orange wave, 36 out of 50. Going to the Athletics and Rene. They just called Geloff up, I think, last week last week, I think. Jim Rice, Rodriguez, Hassel, Smith-Sauver, Brown, Tinker, Tamar Johnson, Grayson Rodriguez, Pereira, Cone, Bunning, Rafaela, Judd Fabian on the red wave. Babe Ruth, second to none. box number 8. Oh, here's the hot box. I actually think the Prizm's cutting stuff pretty well this year, to be honest. There's like 2 years ago, it was a little shaky. Most of the cards are pretty well centered. I mean, they're obviously not going to all be perfect, but let's get rolling here. We have Espino, Davis, White, Wagner, Wynn, Gonzalez, George Brett, Amador on the purple. Color match, 48 out of 99. Going to the Rockies. Blake Beneke. Nomar Garcia-Parra. Willie Mays. We got Tom Seaver on the cracked ice purple, and then Jordan Walker on the cracked ice purple. It's a nice little hit for the Cardinals. Roberto Alomar, Ginn, Sagano, Melendez, Tiendeman, Lopez, Lemon, Herzog, Yiddy Capay again, Ryan Sandberg, Blake Burkhalter. I have Gavin Williams, PCA, Carter, and Barry Larkin. Kobe Mayo, Tink Hence, Bunny. We have Bill Terry. I believe he was a New York Giant, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can double check me on there, but I believe he played with like Willie Mays at the back end of his career. At the back end of his career, like the beginning of Willie Mays' career, I think, if I'm not mistaken. We have Amador on the cracked ice. James Wood, Justin Crawford on the purple cracked ice, and Henny Groh. Hancock, George Brett, Butler, Oliva, De Los Santos, Lombardi. David Cohn, Martinez, Jackson Merrill, the Maryland native. Let's say on the red wave. Cal Ripken on the second to none. Luis Aparicio and Drew Thorpe. Then we're going to have Schuster, Melton, Barrera, and Posey. Jordan Lawler, Wayner, Suter. We have Alfonso Soriano for the Yankees. 27 out of 149. Daniel Suzak, Ken Griffey Jr., Jackson Churio, and Juan Gonzalez. The big top prospects, I'm going to top load them when they're in this hot box because I'm sure the hot box ones sell for a little bit. Everybody else will get sleeved after the break. So you guys know, Emmanuel Rodriguez, De La Cruz, House, Wisenhunt, Montgomery, York, McGuire, Joe Morgan. Griff McGarry. 67 out of 99 on the purple. Going to Mike McGarry. I know this is one of the guys he was looking for. Jordan Walker. Cade Horton and Eric Chavez. Gabriel Gonzalez, Gold, Susac, Thorpe, Puckett, Fat, Ventura, Killebrew. Oh, baby. Live Jordan Walker autograph. That's what we love to see for the Cardinals and Brian Ward on the potential penmanship. Might have to replace the Brooks Lee. Front and center. Nice hit for the Cardinals. Ivan Rodriguez. Diego Cartaya and Mike Messina for the Orioles. Elijah Green, Murphy, Gilbert, Tumon, Snelling, and Ben Sheets. We want to talk about an actual hot box. I was going to say two of the better prospects in baseball. Lobert, Diego Cartaya on the green scope. 73 out of 75. Going to the Dodgers. Got Connor Norby on the Prizm. Bobby Miller. Brooks Lee and then Jordan Walker. We have Lou Brock. Mike Piazza, Artiga, Colas, Bly, Snyder, Leonard, Blyleven. We're going to have one of the top pitching prospects, Gavin Williams, on the potential penmanship. Going to the Guardians. Pot of Gold, Nolan Ryan, Colson Montgomery, and Blade Tidwell. Robert Hassel, A.J. Smith-Sauver, Hunter Brown, Rafaela Dawson, Savala Boudreau. I have Jackson Jobe for the Tigers on the red. It's going to be a 143 out of 199. Bakiro on the cracked ice. I have Rodriguez. Tyler Locklear and Cool Papa Bell. We have Jackson Joe, Pete Rose, Bagwell, McRae, Ramos, Wilson, Glavin, Butler, Ichiro on the red wave. We have Eddie Rodriguez, Fergie Jenkins, Ivan Melendez, Cam Collier, Vaquero, Fisk, Norby, Walker, Williams, Marichal, Larry Walker on the blue for the Rockies. 54 out of 149. Blake Beneke. We got Tom Glavine, Juan Marichal, Tink Hence, and Brennan Davis. That's going to be the end of the hot box. And like I said, we'll top load the top guy, the top prospects, the guys that are prospects, not necessarily aren't the top like super chases. I'm gonna sleeve all of them, so they'll at least be at the very minimum sleeved. Most of them will probably be top loaded, to be honest. Same thing I did with the other random case. let's get rolling here. We have Palette, Neto, Rocker, Sandberg, Kalzer, Gonzalez, Fred Lynn, Chavez, McCovey, Juan Gonzalez for the Rangers on the red. Be an 84 out of 199. Have Frankie Fisk, Bobby Miller, Walker, Vera, Ford, Jace Jung, Arias, Goslin, Jones, Soto, Aparicio, Grow. We're going to have 600 Panini points. It's going to be random off at the end of the break. Ryan Williams. That'll be Molitor, Smith, Ramos, Rafaela, Dawson, Savala, and Bancroft. I have early win, Curtis Mead on the Mojo, which is going to be a 4 out of 25. Going to the Rays and Ward. Have a Prizm, Noah Schultz, Wood, Kai Bush, Perez, Wallace, Norby, Walker, McRae, Musina, Wells, Zimmerman, and Brooks Robinson. Got Jose Salas for the Minnesota Twins. Twins having a sneaky good break too on the refractor. Got Erod, Salas, and Brooks Lee. Second to none, Cal Ripken, Ford, Hunter, Flores, Soderstrom, Puckett, Fat, Fisk, Morneau, Dewar. Nick Gonzalez on the red, 130 out of 199. We got Pedro Martinez on the cracked ice. Ken Griffey Jr., Yount, Wood, Johnson, Blyes, Tooman, Snelling, Thorpe for a call. Carter, Savala. We got Dale Murphy on the red wave. Going to the Braves. I have Jordan Walker. Nolan Ryan, McGarry, DeLauder, Bridwell, Pages, Tinker, Edmonds, Garcia Parra, Vesquel. Willie Stargell on the 12 out of 75 going to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Got Steve Carlton, PCA, Juan Gonzalez, Hao-Yu Lee, Babe Ruth, and Ben Joyce. Hughes, Auer, Gossage, Fielder. Chipper Jones, we have Rojas, 27 out of 50 on the orange wave going to the Phillies. And Mike McGarry. We have Fad, Leiter, Salas, Ramirez, Holiday, Chandler, Murray, Moore, Mays. Roderick Arias. 49 out of 50 on the orange wave, Willie Stargell. Pirates. Diego Cartaya, pot of gold, Eddie Rodriguez. Justin Crawford. Angel Martinez, Ferris, Dalton Rushing, Walker, Priester, Baines, Smith, Gillick, Pesky, Evan Carter, Rodriguez, LaJoy, Cartaya, Madden, Capay, Caminero, Rivera, Gilliam, Martinez, Seaver, Alan Trammell, 4 out of 10 on the gold. Going to the Tigers, and Patrick Seidel. Have cracked ice, Quinn Priester. Have Juan Marshall, Gentry, Tidwell, and Guerrero Sr. Have Harrison, Schultz, Smoltz, Thompson, Spahn, Barrega. Gentry, Randy Johnson on the red wave, and Ivan Rodriguez on the prismatic. Good old big unit right there. All right, 3 more boxes. Getting a double-digit boxes here now in box number 10. Besides Ohtani, who do you think's a big name that's going to move at the trade deadline? I heard the Mets had put Verlander and Scherzer on the trade block. I don't know if anyone's going to try to trade for them, though. And I don't know how true that is either. That's just what I heard. You have Rocker, Gentry, Tidwell, Guerrero, Murray, Moore, Hughes, Trammell, Hunter. I have Luis Angel Acuna. 176 out of 199 on the red. Pete Rose on the cracked ice. De La Cruz, Jung, Pallett, Neto, Walker. Priester, Halliday, Chandler, Fergie Jenkins, Raleigh Fingers, Gavin Williams, Tony La Russa on the red wave. I have Ichiro, Walker, Vera, and Harry Ford. Rivera, Gilliam, Rushing, Henderson, Grace, Witt Jr., Yuri Perez on the green scopes, 18 out of 75. To the Marlins, and James Moran. Jackson Churio, Tamar Johnson. Wallace, Williams, Molitor, Smith, Smoltz, Thompson, Caminero, Cool Papa Bell, Ashburg. Got Chief Myers. We got a Jim Rice to the Red Sox. Going to Greg Wisser. Alvarez, Soderstrom, Kai Bush, and Perez. Got Colton Cowser, Gonzalez, Harris, Schultz, Feller. Glavin, Jackson Holiday on the red. That's going to be a 51 out of 199. James Wood on the Prizm. Rodriguez, Catfish Hunter, Ford, Flores, Gosling. Drew Jones, Sandberg, La Russa, Mays, Soriano. 31 out of 99. Kevin Parada on the purple, going to the Mets, and Dennis on the Parada. He's purple right there. We're going to have Mark McGuire. Lauder, Horton, Zavala, Prelip, Lesko, Dominguez, Martinez, Soto, Paricio. Ben Sheets on the green scope. It's going to be a 10 out of 75. Going to the Brewers. Cracked ice, Tim Wakefield. We're going to have Sandberg, Joyce, Ryan, McGarry. Klein, Stone, Rice, Rodriguez, Robinson, Bancroft, Bedreau. We have Grant McCray, Kevin Alcantar, Gonzalez, Hao-Yu Lee, Ruth, Bernabel, Manzardo, Murphy, Musino, Wells, Zimmerman, Rojas on the Orange Wave. Going to the Phillies. And Mike. Caden Wallace. LaJoy. Ferris, Leiter, Salas, Ramirez, Pereira, Frank Thomas, Mizarowski, Carter, Morneau, Dewar. We have a Gordon Grisifo for the Cardinals. And Brian Ward on the Prizm Refractor. Prismatic, Capay, Crawford, Martinez, Pages, Tinker, Johnson, Rodriguez for call. Bubba Chandler, Jack Leiter for the Rangers on the 14 out of 25. Going to Greg Wissert. Unfortunately, Jack Leiter did not live up to his hype so far as a pitcher. Got Joe Torre on the Prizm. Rodriguez, LaJoy, Cartaya, Madden, Auer, Gossage, Bridwell, Stargell, Lobert, Matthews, Williams, Curtis Mead, and Colson Montgomery on the pots of gold. I'll tell you right now, if the Rangers can get some of the pitching they drafted, like Rocker and Leiter, to perform at like what their potential was when they drafted them, with their offense, they're going to be really hard to beat long term, because a lot of their offenses, a lot of their guys that came up, like Josh Jung, Ezekiel Duran, I mean, even Semien and Seager aren't that old. Like, they're in their 30s, but they're not like old men. Probably still have another 3 or 4 years left, so they can get Rocker and Leiter up there at the back end of those dudes, like the very back end of their prime. They could be really dangerous. Right, let's get rolling in box number 11. Ichiro, Yount, Wood, Johnson, Dawson, Savala, Arias, Sutter, Ernie Lombardi, Vince Coleman for the Cardinals on the blue or the orange wave, 36 out of 50. Cracked Ice, Javi Lopez, Rodriguez, Marte Berry, and Gavin Cross. Jordan Walker, McRae, Ramos, Rafaela, Morgan Wayner, Joe Torre, Mariano Rivera on the red wave. For the Yankees, and we're going to have Churio, Cole Young, Graham, Geloff, Fant, Fisk, Norby, Herzog, Gonzalez, Mark McGuire, Owen Murphy on the red, which is going to be a 30 out of 199. For the Braves, Kevin Parada, Tinkens, Bagwell, Hassel, Smith-Sauver, and Hunter Brown. Robbie Snelling, Thorpe, Puckett, Doby, Lopez, Ben Lemon. For the Dodgers, we're going to get a Bobby Miller. It's Going to Greg Wisser and the Dodgers. Jace Jung, Vaquero, Job, Rose, Artiga, Colas, Blyes, Tuman, Williams, Robert Moore. You have Lou Bedreau, and then we're going to have Cole Young on the blue, 9 out of 149. Going to the Mariners. And Mike McGarity. Got Larry Walker, Gold, Susac, Collier, Larkin, Mayo, Hentz, Nierko, Cam, Newhouser, Simmons, Kyle Harrison on the cracked ice, going to the Giants, and Brian Ward. Kyle Harrison's supposed to be pretty good prospect too, so nice little hit here for Brian. Mark McGuire in the 2nd to none. Kumar Rocker, Gentry, Bidwell, Guerrero, Murray, Moore, Hughes, Biggio, Joe Torre, Ken Griffey Jr. on the red. It's going to be a 12 out of 199. Going to Seattle and Mike. Cracked ice, Edgar Martinez, Guerrero, Jung, Pallett, Zach Neto, Walker, Priester, Jackson Holiday, Bubba Chandler, Glavin, Bedreau. Like some card damage behind this on the Gabriel Hughes on the refractor. Kai Bush on the red wave. Mariano Rivera, Walker, Vera, and Harry Ford. Rivera, Gilliam, Rushing, Lefty Williams, Marshall, Hack Wilson, Colton Cowser on the 11 out of 99 for the Orioles. And Ward. Tim Wakefield, Jackson Holiday, Wallace, Williams, Molitor. Ozzie Smith, Schmaltz, Thompson, Caminero, Sheets, Ventura, Killebrew. Jose Ramos for the Dodgers. It's going to Greg. On the potential penmanship. We got Mick Abel, Soderstrom, Kai Bush, and Yuri Perez. Got Colton Cowser, Gonzalez, Harris, Schultz, Blyleven, Luke, Brock, Owen White for the Rangers on the red. 122 out of 199. Yeah, Brian Ramos, Jacob Berry, Catfish Hunter, Walter Ford, Flores, Gosling, Drew Jones, Sandberg, Cone, Bunning, Snyder, Leonard, Rivera, and David Ortiz on the fireworks. This will be box number 11. Into the last box here. Good luck to everybody. last box. Good luck. We have Jacob Berry, Cross, Ichiro, Tinkens, Artiga, Colas, Lobert, Williams, Dick Williams, Bruce Sutter, 84 out of 149, going to the Chicago Cubs, and Christie. Got Tyler Soderstrom, Willie Mays, Parada, Palmeiro, Rojas, Yoshida, De Los Santos, Larkin, Mayo, Trammell, Hunter, Willie Stargell, Taj Bradley for the Rays on the Prizm refractor. Autograph. Going to Ward. I have Fireworks, Yeti Capet. Got Cade Horton, Savala, Prelip, Barrera, Posey, Lawler, Oliva, Fingers, Rocker, Jacob Mizorowski on the 12 out of 99 on the purple. Ryan Zimmerman on the Prizm. Ricky Henderson, Nolan Ryan, McGarry, DeLauder, Wisenhut, Montgomery, York, Henderson, Grace, Bobby Witt Jr., Fergie Jenkins, Ricky Tiedemann, and Goose Gossage. Juan Gonzalez, Hao-Yu Lee, Ruth, Joyce, Tiedemann, Wagner, Wynn, Ashburn, Myers, Paul Wainer. On the red, going to the Pirates, and it's going to be a 138 out of 199. We have Johan Rojas on the cracked ice, Harry Ford, Leiter, Salas, Ramirez, Leiter, Ripken, Sagano, Melendez, Feller, Cool Papa Bell, Maglio, Ordonez, Tom Seaver on the red wave. Pete Rose, Pot of Gold. Justin Crawford, Martinez, Ferris, Churio, Veen, Meade, Mays, Soriano, Coleman. We have Bill Mazeroski on the blue, 140 out of 149 to the Pirates. What a Greg Wisser. Have Amador, Gonzalez, LaJoy, Cartaya, Madden, Capet, Fabian, Gracefo, Crawford, Boggs, Palmer. We have 900 Panini points with a Tony La Russa right there. Thought we were going to, for the most part, avoid Panini points, but at least they're putting a little bit more than the 250 points he's put in this stuff. We have Chipper Jones. 600 and 900 points, at least they're worth a decent chunk of change. But, I mean, no one likes points. So we got Tyler Gentry, Tidwell, Guerrero, Salmon, Carlton, Mayer, Barger, Andrew Jones. That's Dawson, Gabriel Hughes on the 22 out of 75 green scopes. Oh. We have LaJoy, George Brett, Pallett, Neto, Rocker, Fralick, Romo, Bradley, Carew, Scarron, Farrell, Frisk, Rafael Furcal on the 3 out of 99 going to the Braves. So his autos are for Braves, but his base is for the Dodgers. Which makes no sense. It's going to Brandon Moore on the purple. Future stars, Brooks Lee, Larry Walker, Vera, Ford, Jung, Merrill, Herpe, Griffey, Lopez, Wakefield. We have Addison Barger on the blue, going to the Blue Jays, 22 out of 149. Going to John Patterson. Cracked ice, Roderick Arias, Carter, Williams, Molitor, Smith, Mazeroski, Bush, Bill Terry, Martinez, Joe Torre, Jack Morris, Neto on the refractor, Yori Perez for the Marlins, and Ken Griffey Jr. on the Fireworks, and that's the break, boys. So let's do a quick recap of the hits, and then I'll random off the Panini points to everybody here at the end. just clean everything up here. Overall, I think we did pretty well with the hits that we did get. So we have a huge stack of numbered parallels. We'll go through them real quick. We have Addison Barger on the blue, Gabriel Hughes on the green scopes, Mazurowski on the blue, the red Wayner Mizorowski on the purple, Sutter on the blue, White on the red, Cowser on the purple, Ken Griffey Jr. on the red, the blue Cole Young, red Owen Murphy, Orange Wave Coleman, Mojo Lighter, Orange Wave Rojas, Ben Sheets on the green scopes, Holiday on the red, Perez on the green scopes, Acuna on the red, the gold Alan Trammell, Willie Stargell on the Orange Wave. We have Willie Stargell on the green scope. Let's see. I would have to do it in 3 hours and 40 minutes. Yeah. I was going to say we have Nick Gonzalez on the red, Curtis Mead on the Mojo, Juan Gonzalez on the red, Larry Walker on the blue, Job on the red, Jordan Walker on the purple Cracked Ice, Cartaya on the green scopes, purple Cracked Ice Churio, Alfonso Soriano on the blue, Bill Terry on the red, Walker on the purple Cracked Ice, Amador on the purple, Geloff on the orange wave, reds, Rafaela red Yoshida, Herpe on the blue, Wayner on the red, Yount on the purple, Stone on the red, Yoshida on the blue, Farrell on the red, Rodriguez on the purple, Herman on the blue, Gilliam on the blue, Molitor on the red, Mayer on the green scope, Sterling Thompson on the red, and Whitey Ford on the purple. It has to be the next day in the entire continental U.S. Let's say we have Buster Posey on the red, Ashburn on the red, Holiday on the red, Job on the blue, McDougall on the red, Furcal on the red, Vaquero on the purple, Martinez on the blue, Bennett on the blue, Babe Ruth on the red, Morse on the orange wave, and Carew on the blue. Marcelo Mayer for the red, Cam Collier on the green scope, Lefty Williams on the purple, Klein on the blue, Ellie De La Cruz on the red wave, Lemon on the red, Butler on the blue, Rocker on the red, Schultz on the blue. The only rookie card in the entire product, Bobby Witt Jr. on the orange wave for the Royals, Evan Carter on the purple, Feller on the purple, Glavin on the blue, Tamar Johnson on the red, and Al Kaline on the red. Getting into the autographs, we have Rafael Furcal on the purple, the Prizm Refractor Taj Bradley, Ramos on the base, Kyle Harrison on the cracked ice, Bobby Miller on the base, Gracefo on the Prizm, the purple Parada, Jim Rice on the base, the orange wave Rojas, Jose Salas on the refractor, Gavin Williams on the base, Brooks Lee on the red wave, cracked ice Mason Wynn, Everson Pereira on the purple, Weimer on the refractor. We have Bill Leaf on the purple, Eric Chavez on the cracked ice, Dale Murphy on the purple, Manzardo on the base, Fad on the base, Madden on the base, James Wood on the base, Evan Carter on the base autograph, J.R. Ritchie base autograph, the refractor Kevin Alcantara, Collier on the base, Caden Wallace on the cracked ice, Kyle Manzardo on the base, Michael Bush on the refractor, and Angel Martinez on the base. Getting into the hit board, it's a pretty good hit board if I'm being honest. Let's see, we have a Griff McGarry. Is it McGarry or McGarry? How do you say his name? Purple. Going to the Philadelphia Phillies. We have the Red Wave, Emmanuel Rodriguez. We have George Brett on the manga for the Royals. Jordan Walker, live autograph on the potential penmanship for the Cardinals. And then last but not least, the biggest hit of the break is Jackson Holiday on the green scope going to the Orioles. We're going to random off the 900 and 600 points now. Jeff, I'm pretty much going to try to figure out what the how many breaks filled, then I'm going to create a schedule. I'm going to try to run everything that's pre-filled tomorrow in the afternoon, to be honest. That way I can post more breaks and we can run some stuff in the evening as well. All right, guys, we're here with the 30 people that were in the break in order of their teams alphabetically or what they are in the team list. We'll start off with the 900 points. Top person gets it, 13 rounds. Good luck to everybody. It's going to Mike McGarity on the 900 points. And then for the 600 points, let's see who it's going to. Another 13 rounder. That's going to Brian Ward. So Brian Ward and Mike McGarity gets the Panini points. I appreciate you guys for getting in the break. Overall, I think it was a pretty solid case of Prizm. I think it was a little bit better than the first one. I do appreciate you guys. You guys have a good night and be safe. I will catch you guys tomorrow, obviously, for some Topps Chrome. If both the randoms fill tonight, I'll run the randomizer for the teams. If not, I'll do at least the first Chrome that pre-filled. What was I gonna say? I'll at least get the team set up for the first pre-fill break. Hopefully we can fill some of those pick your teams. Like I said, there's only a few teams left, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. You guys have a good night and be safe.